Okay, you are most absolutely going to see faces appear behind us. That's our friends goofing off. Okay, we are reporting today from Sabra's Lego Castle. She built it and she said, hey, do you want to do it from here? Huh? Did you get notification?
No, not yet.
What? I'm waiting for notification too.
Nobody's watching it. That might be why. Did you check your private settings?
Yeah.
Because that could be it if I still haven't gotten notification. It's usually like immediate.
So it says, here comes people joining, so.
That's super weird. Alright, well, we can see it from here though today.
We can. Hi everybody. Welcome for joining. We're just waiting for people to be able to join before we really start.
Yep.
You didn't get notification yet?
No.
It's weird that you don't get notification. You're sitting right here in our castle.
Yeah. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Alright. That's
Oh
weird.
well.
Okay, we'll get started. Okay, we read lots of stuff today.
We did.
Not from the castle. We read it somewhere else because
No.
that would be weird to read it in the castle. Alright. I will start.
Okay.
Are we about even?
I don't know, probably.
Alright. Okay, so alternate comics we love, love, love. It's neat because they're really inexpensive.
Yes,
$1.50. Surely you can find that in your car seat or your couch. And they're great. And they're printed on newsprint, which won't bug you at all when you're reading these books. Trespasser number 1 dealt with a father and daughter living out in the woods. Looks like they're hiding out. They have a cool dog that has extra legs.
Yes.
Unclear whether it's because of contamination or like who knows.
No idea.
Nuclear
I read the
fallout.
first- Did you read the first one? I read the
Yeah.
first one.
I read it too. And you remember the first one, the dad, an alien shows up, the typical gray alien.
Mm-hmm.
The dad kills it and goes and buries it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't tell the daughter.
Nope.
This gets even creepier
Oh, good.
because
That's just what
I
I
don't
wanted to
know
hear.
if that alien is dead in the way we want him to be. Well,
Well, I
the
don't
way the dad wanted him to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was pretty easygoing in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, you killed him. Why?
So the art's really great in this. You're not gonna. It's in black. Sorry. It feels a lot in gray tones.
Yeah.
Which I love very much. And it's a 4-issue limited series. So hey, you're in for what? A whole $6 if you buy the entire series. Go find it. All right. And another alternate comics.
Mother Russia! This one is number 2 in a 3 issue. So in the first one, we see her, who is one of Russia's best snipers, and she finds this little boy.
All good books have a little boy
And,
or a little girl.
mhm.
Have you noticed this?
Yes.
All good stories require a kid.
And they are with the one other person that's not a zombie or dead.
Everyone else is zombie dead people in Russia.
Yes,
That's awesome.
yes. Well, kind of, I guess.
Maybe not if you're not a
No,
Russian zombie.
probably not if you're not a zombie, but so they're, they've finally gotten, to know each other a little bit, or at least know each other's names. Or at least she knows his name now. Not gonna spoil that. And also I can't really remember it. But
That's
that's one of the first names, one of the first books I read today. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
names are hard. And then so then we see some more of the other conflict that they have to do is surviving and how they're going to do that when there's a zombie apocalypse going on. It's winter. They're in Russia.
That does not seem easy.
And they're running low on food.
So,
At least where they are.
is this the one that had the dog that were questioning his socialist values?
Yes.
There's a part
She,
over there like,
as far as they know, she's not a Nazi, but
as far as
she's
I
a
know,
dog,
that
so-
dog. not a very good socialist. All right. Secret Weapons #3 comes out this week. Things you need to know. Livewire is going to find everybody that was at the Willows, which was a secret Harada Psyot factory, in which they kind of like found people that had Psyot abilities, activated them, but the ones that weren't any good, or he didn't want to use them, they put in this facility, they forgot about them. So Livewire has grabbed all these people with fairly worthless seeming powers.
Seemingly worthless.
Seemingly worthless. I mean, but it's cool because it looks like you see some of them actually
cool.
use their powers effectively, like talking to birds or randomly generated items that just appear in your hand that you don't, I mean, you might say, hey, I need a gun and I need a frying pan.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really great. Written also by Eric Heiserer, who is the screenwriter for Arrival. So he's really great at writing. You can kind of see this as a movie.
Divinity.
We both read this one.
We both read this one. Divinity #0 by Matt Kent. And I really liked it.
Okay, I will say this out loud. I think it was the best book this week.
I liked it a lot.
I did not read Metal, by the way, so
I did.
This is
so
for me reading everything else. I
also
love
got
all of them,
Spy Seal, so
that's my favorite. Oh, maybe Spy Seal.
Spy Seal was good too.
All right, so what you need to know about Divinity 0 is, what do you get out of it? I can say what I got out of it.
I mean, I had read Divinity before.
Oh, okay, so I'll do it then.
So
this will help out. So Divinity, what you need to know about Divinity is there are 3 astronauts, Russian astronauts, that went to another planet, and all of them got imbued with these powers. So the first one is this regular, the Divinity you see on the cover there. He leaves right away and thinks the rest of the astronauts are dead, and it kind of goes through this history in here, so you're not going to be lost at all if you haven't read any Divinity stuff. So this follows almost directly after the summer event, where all of the world was convinced that Russia was in charge, and so they believe that everyone were from Mother Russia.
With a really good drawing of Putin.
Well, it looked exactly like him.
Yeah.
So this is kind of going through all of that history for all the divinities, bringing you up to current day. So you know what happened during that summer event, and where all our heroes are right now, and how their powers relate, and who Divinity believes is the most powerful. Because Divinity really is, he can do anything. He's kind of godlike in that way. So he can travel through space-time and travel through regular outer space without needing a helmet, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's a really cool thing that happens at the very end. It's a big spoiler, and I can't tell you.
Yes. Definitely shouldn't say that.
And the art is all painted and gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
It is. It's very gorgeous.
All right, I'll do Winnebago Graveyard. Super creepy book. Remember the family that went to the crazy carnival?
Yes.
And then someone stole their Winnebago, and they've been walking in the country and trying to figure out why crazy weird creatures are attacking them. They finally meet somebody that can tell them what's going on, and then really dangerous other stuff happens, and it's gross.
Okay.
Not everyone probably makes it out alive from this.
Did they find out anything about their Winnebago?
Well, they find the Winnebago Graveyard.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Definitely good.
You're skipping Spy Seal?
Yes, it was really good. And I can do this one fast.
Okay, go.
So, Sandman, the Jack Kirby special, it was oversized, and I didn't really realize how big it was. But it's got like the Sandman story, and then it's got, I think, 4 or 5. I kind of skipped over a couple of them because I was like, I don't know if this is
the classic Kirby.
They're classic Kirby things. So I was like, I think people have probably read some of these before. But
I'm surprised some of this new generation, after they've just been exposed to classic Kirby stuff with Mr. Miracle, this is a good place to jump in.
This is a good place to jump in for a lot of the things, because they just have enough to get you either interested, or some of them I was like, I didn't get enough information. So I'm kind of wanting to go find some more. So.
And you're new to a lot of DC things.
A lot of things, actually.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We all gotta start somewhere, man.
I'm still new to Marvel, too, so.
Alright, God Shaper. You know this is one of our absolutely favorite books. So, Anae has been captured by a weird church called Church of the Small God. And then the little girl that was hanging out with him has also been, she's captured separately by a different group. And she has Bud, which is that god that hangs out with Anae, but is not Anae's god.
Yes.
Okay? Remember, Anae is a God Shaper. He can't have a personal god.
For some reason.
For some reason, Bud hangs out with him. Usually, gods, if they don't have someone who is
they fade away.
their person, they fade away. So it's kind of weird.
But he hasn't faded away.
He hasn't faded away, and he's very powerful.
He is.
For being tiny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he can be tiny. He can be big, too.
So the guy who has his female companion and Bud wants them to do something for him. It's more about gaining beads, which is weird. And then,
which is their currency.
Yeah, the church has other nefarious things that they want to do, including trying to take down the person who has the third largest god in all of creation. And there's a secret that's revealed in the book about who she had. She was, I don't know if she's married or just who's in a relationship with. So that's really cool. Space Ghost.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Future Quest presents Space Ghost. So really, what you need to know is basically nothing.
You don't need to know anything? You can go right in?
Yeah, you can jump right in. I mean, I knew a little bit because I watched Future Quest as a kid.
Okay.
But I didn't really, like, it was just, if it was on, I'd watch it. It wasn't something that I actively would watch. But it's, everything you need to know is given to you in this book. It's really good, and the artwork is amazing. It's just really good.
Is Space Ghost snarky?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, my favorite. Snarky Ghost. Alright. And everyone's been waiting for this book with bated breath because it's curse words with no curse words in it. So if any of you guys ever wondered, should you pick up curse words?
Yes.
You're worried about it being foul and full of grossness? It's not. So this is number 7. When last we saw Wizard, he is in between fighting different wizards that have been sent after him. Syzygy is really mad because everyone he's sent at him hasn't worked. And Ruby Stitch is on Earth trying to be convinced by Margaret that she should not be mad at Wizard and kind of join his side, and that she should love Earth too. And Margaret makes it very clear that she's doing this of her own volition. She is her own creature. She's not owned by Syzygy, she's not owned by Ruby Stitch, she's not owned by Wizard. So if you're a fan of her.
What is Margaret in this one?
Margaret's platypus, because you can see her in the cover. She's platypus, because she's her own creature. She's a mammal that looks like a non-mammal. So yeah, lots of cool things happen in this book, but that's the coolest part, is her development of her character more.
I'll do Spy Seal now.
And there's an epic wizard battle.
So Spy Seal. So I was not really sure what to expect, but we did have the poster, so I was like, I want to read that when that comes out. So
Is this by Dark Horse? No, Image.
No, Image. And this is the Corton Steel Phoenix issue 1. Britain's slickest secret agent, because
Get
he's
it?
a seal. Yeah, I thought you would like that.
I like the bugs.
So this is him. We don't really hear his name till like the very end, so I'm not gonna not gonna say it until people read it, because it's really good. But this is his friend, and they're, so she's an artist, and he knows a lot about art because she's an artist. So and he's looking for a job, but before they go to find him a job, they're like, well, let's go to this art show. There's free food.
Hey man,
he
if you don't have a job, free food is everything.
He's like, I should go find a job. And she's like, oh, did I mention there's going to be free food? And he's like, I'm in. And then we see them at the art show. So then this rabbit, she's a rabbit.
She's looking for gravity. Oh,
She's got ears.
Oh, okay, there's
yeah. So she had been watching him, and because he's not very spy-like really, but as like a cover because she's a spy. You can kind of tell by how shifty she looks.
Is this an all ages book or?
Definitely not.
Oh, it says teen. Okay.
Yes, it's teen. There's language in it. Not a whole lot of like violence and stuff. I mean, there's of course a spy book that's gonna have some shooting and some other fight scenes, but not like a lot of blood. More language than anything else.
Okay.
So.
Sounds good.
But it's really good, and I recommend it a lot.
All right, I'm on to my Marvel goodness.
I've got all my DC goodness.
All right. I hope you guys have been following along with the Weapons of Mutant Destruction, because this storyline's been really cool. It's been jumping back and forth between Weapon X and Totally Awesome Hulk.
Yes.
All you really need to know is that the Weapon X program has been hunting down our mutant DNA, especially they want Amadeus Cho's Hulk DNA, and specifically they've been trying to marry it together with Logan's DNA. So they a raging Hulk maniac that can fix itself, I guess, and have claws.
That's not good.
Yeah. So when last we saw it, they had their whole batch H was 2 creatures. One was Alpha and one was Beta. All right.
I think
so.
That's what you
Beta,
told me last time.
Beta epic battle in this book. The rest of our heroes that have been trying to hunt them down: Warpath, Lady Deathstrike, Old Man Logan, Sabretooth, and Domino. So they're trying to figure out something, and you get to see a fully hulked out Amadeus Cho.
Yes, I like
No
Amadeus.
Hulk barred. This is the conclusion of this storyline, although it indicates that it goes on into the main books again.
I'm trying to remember what happened in this one.
Oh no! It's the beginning of a new storyline, a minute longer.
Yes.
That appears to be a lantern thing. What?
It totally is. It's a Superman lantern thing. I'm not really sure how to really describe it. It's just one that, if you like the lanterns and you like Superman, you should pick it up.
Love it. I do like the lanterns.
Definitely not a heartwarming one like we'd been seeing with Superman.
No. Return back to the
I like this one a lot.
All right, Generations. Remember, this is a series of kind of like what-if books that have been coming out from Marvel, which marry 2 characters that totally make sense together. We've seen the Hulks was the first one, where you had Amadeus Cho and Bruce Banner, an impossible matchup where they get to do something together. It was really insightful into both of their characters. So this one's kind of like that, except you don't have 2 of the same character. You end up with Wolverine, but Wolverine as you've known him before, like not Old Man Wolverine. Imagine Logan's back, or the real Logan's back.
Okay.
And Laura X-23. Really great storyline going back to his Japanese roots.
Cool.
Pick it up. It's one of those things, like if you just like good stories, you've been waiting for just good standalone stories,
Yes.
really good. You were loving this book.
Yes. Well, because I love the Joker. I love the Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Riddler a lot, and I've been loving the whole Batman, the War of Jokes and Riddles. So
You said there was a good knock. Was it a knock joke you said this week?
knock knock.
Who's there?
Europe.
Europe. Who? Oh no! Oh no! That
That's
was
the joke.
horrible. Oh my gosh. Spoiler alert, you just heard the really horrible joke.
It's on the first page.
Oh, okay.
So that's,
I walked right into it too. Get it?
You did.
Okay, go ahead.
So this one is Bruce Wayne has the Joker and the Riddler over at his house for a 9-course meal.
Ooh, I want to join in.
And so he hears both sides of their story, you know, like basically their points of view. Why? Because they both want to kill Batman. You know, that's the whole reason that they're fighting, basically, is because they each want to kill Batman. They both have, you know, their points of why they should kill Batman. And
Is this the first time we've seen them in the same room together in this whole series, though?
I think so.
Man, because it's been many, many books. We
Yeah.
haven't seen them together.
So, you
Super awesome.
we get to hear why they're fighting in this one.
Thank goodness.
I don't know why. It's, you know,
It has
I still don't get why they're really fighting about it, though, because it's like,
because they both want to be the big boss.
I know.
Clearly. We've got a bunch of alpha males.
This is true. All right.
Sick, crazy alpha males. Brave New World from Secret Empire. This is number 5.
Yes.
Remember, Brave New World is always 3 little independent stories that have everything to do with Secret Empire, even more tied in than some of the other books that are standalone. So this one is an interesting look at Blade, who is stuck in the Dark Force dimension under the dome in Manhattan.
Mhm.
This is a cool little snippet in which he is a substitute teacher at school because, as you know, if you're stuck in the Dark Force field, you have no light, and vampires like that. So he's on the hunt. Yeah. And the Domino story is her deciding she's going to go and find Emma, White Queen, and who is a big player in the story in general for Secret Empire. She's also in one of the other books this week. And to assassinate her. We'll see how that works for her. And then the Invaders, that's the Namor story, which he has been caught in the crossfire because he gave Steve their piece of the cosmic cube, which made him enemy number 1 with his own people. And as you know from reading books last week, Bucky's alive, and he is with them. Ta-da!
Yes.
You've got one left, so let me hit one more here.
Okay.
I'll just do these 2, because yours is kind of the grand finales.
You
All
wish
right.
you had read it now, don't you?
US Avengers. This is a tie-in to Secret Empire. It's not just the US Avengers, it's a bunch of European heroes as well. They are stuck in France, of all places, fighting against the Hydra agents that are there, which are very stupid Hydra agents, by the way.
Of course.
Yeah. So major booty kicking, and
It's really
the
funny.
appearance of a character on the last page that I really liked. And you've got the X-Men Blue. It's really cool because this issue has a whole bunch of this character in it, which is Magneto's daughter. And you get to actually see in this book, because you know we don't see a lot of Magneto, we know that he's pulling the strings behind Blue. And we get to see him interact with another character, which you didn't think had any control over him.
Mhm.
Empire related. Very good. And
The thing
The book of the
everybody's
week.
waiting for.
No.
So really can't say a whole lot about it though.
Yeah, there have been some spoilers that have come out, and we
I
don't
know.
want to be part of the spoiler machine.
No, but I love the art. I love the story. I read, which one was it? The cast. I think I read casting. If I'm wrong, somebody
there's 2
correct
books
me,
that lead
but-
in the
I think
casting
it was
and Forge.
the second, whatever the second one was.
Mhm.
So.
So Forge was first, casting second.
Then I read the casting, because I was like, I don't know what's going on. But you're not really supposed to know what's going on
No.
going into it. So,
They've been very mysterious. We've not been put off by this, by the way.
even after reading this one, I'm still confused.
But there's huge
But there's
stuff that happens
my
on that
my
last
mind
page.
is just melted.
And if you're a Red Tornado fan,
Yes, if you're a Red Tornado fan, pick it up because he's in it.
there's lots of good characters.
Yes, there's
And
lots
you
of
get to see Batman riding on something that you wouldn't suspect. Which is an
top of the
awesome
art.
page. Yeah. It's a put-down bump moment in the book, which is awesome.
Yes, there's lots of great jokes in it too. The Flash is hilarious, of course.
Oh, yes. All right, those are all the really cool books that you should go pick out this week. There's other books that have been released, but we kind of like, you can tell that we pick out the ones we really love.
Yes.
And then we keep on reading.
Mm-hmm.
So we apologize that we don't ever pick up a copy of, like we haven't read Wonder Woman in a long time. We should try.
We should do it again.
It's not that we don't like them.
No,
we just go to our favorites.
Yeah, that, and I mean, you know, it's whatever we have a lot of time for it, and a lot of times if there's number ones or whatever out, we have to do those.
We'll always get the number ones for you guys, so don't worry about that.
Of course, this week there wasn't a whole bunch. I mean, there was Space Ghost, Spy Seal, of course, Divinity, and Sandman. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know, Sandman's a one shot, but I really liked it, so I was hoping that there would be more.
I think they're just standalone books. All right, so if you want to go find these awesome books, hi buddy. Look up Comic Shop Nearest You at comicshoplocator.com, and we'll see you guys next week. Happy Metal Day. People staying up till midnight.
Yeah.
Bye.